shit. I did spill something going, finally. Okay, well. Ah.
Hydrag. Wolf.
What's good? I got it to work. Y'all start all that fucking gambling either. I can't see your comments on here, so I can concentrate more. But I have an iPad right here.
You're wrong.
You're Ron.
That's fucked up. Points. Man wants him dead now. Hoa, yo me llama one line no had blowing lays. Man's not the only one. LOL. Yay, heard this statement live.
Yeah, can y'all ease off some of the commands and stuff? Because it's going to read out everything. So if y'all start checking points every 2 fucking seconds, it's going to keep doing it.
You look so tiny. What the actual? Emoji exploding head.
Looks so tiny. Yeah, I'm pretty far back. I'm about 8 feet back from the actual TV.
Sick of man. Dude talking crazy.
Yeah, y'all heard that shit, huh? I was laughing my ass off. I was like, oh shit. And he just was like, I'm gonna. He said, take a shotgun and blow my head off? Like, for real, man? It's like that? Alright.
ISNT man always saying atheists want him dead. WTF.
Yeah. Well, it's he does say shit like that. You know, everybody wants him dead. But no, it's him that actually thinks that kind of shit. Like, I have no reason to want him dead.
Just got him again.
You just got him again?
Assault rifle is what he said.
Assault rifle. Okay, I thought you said shotgun. I was
Come on,
watching my wife.
What he say? Black guy TV got him good at the end, LOL.
You got him again. Good.
Anytime now.
Motherfucker.
It's on now.
Psycho. He is lit right now. I don't want him dead either. I want he have my LOL. LOL yeah.
Anytime now.
Man is committed.
That's that. It's over.
There's, I know at least one person is currently reporting it.
Not everyone follows him.
Made it through that.
Just barely.
So he invited me in to talk about some of the stuff that was in the eviction saga, and he booted me, and then he invited in Quentin Phipps, he invited in Black Guy TV, and they pretty much told him off.
He is or not, his family had failed him, his friends have failed him, and his enemies are exacerbating his demise. Hey Sister P.
Yeah. So Black Guy TV was like, praise the Dragon Lord, nigga. And so after that, like he just had this solemn look on his face. And then he said he wanted to take an assault rifle and come to Texas and blow my head off.
I still remember time he said he would blast your head off if he thought you were threat. I remember that one because I was there when he asked. Dragoons.
Yeah. This isn't the first time he's made threats like this. Is not the first time. It's not going to be the last time.
Wow.
Talking reckless. Real reckless. But, you know, let me say something, and I'm the bad
guy. Do you think man is
guy.
capable of murder?
I think if he's given enough bullshit from his enablers, yeah. I think he'd murder somebody's baby, honestly. I mean, it's not fair for me to say that, but I think if he was put in the right conditions and influenced enough by enablers, I think he would do something like that. And I'm not just saying it's like somebody's random kid, like a devil
spawn. What about his gold maybe Corona? He keeps it up, he's gonna get arrested.
Like, let's say, so if Veckel and Jesus Lord is like, oh, that baby's gonna grow up to be the Antichrist, you should go kill it. You know, here's a Bible verse. I think he'd go and kill Sue's kid. That's just me.
Idle threats happen. Gman would not do that.
Yeah, let's hope not. But we don't know. Like, he's not very stable. There's other stuff that I do know about him that I don't talk about.
As much as I despise him, I shudder to see his evil end. The fact that his friends kid love him is despicable.
Well, they're enablers. They're not his friends. If you were somebody's friend, you wouldn't just act as their enabler to let them do whatever the fuck they want.
I doubt he would even stand a chance against you.
No, I'd heard him. I have heard him before. So no, he. That's why he needs weapons. Even odds. I don't know where I'm going. I should not have sped up the speech. Okay, section H.
If they do arrest him, they should put him in the same cell with Ginny and Rev. Emoji happy tears.
Put him in the same. I don't think they let males and females in the same place.
Whoa, what's this about? This a credible threat?
It's not credible. He's just upset.
Oliver has the 2 mile long dumb folks. I am sure you keep guns in your house. Maybe tell your cousin?
My cousin's aware of his threats in the past. Next time I see my cousin, I'll let him know, yeah, he's still making, you know, threats. But it's being reported. The next time somebody's like, oh, he's innocent, he doesn't do anything, and yeah. Because you're not going to, like, the people that he defers to, Sister Cherry, she's not going to say shit to him, so, you know. It's sad, but they'll absolve him. Never his fault. He's always a victim. Somebody pushed him to make a death threat against me. As idle as it may be,
I agree
it's
with
still not funny.
in the passage of, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live, when he was harassing Lulu to see how far he would talk. Not very Christian. G-Man knows to draw the drama out as long as possible. Is it part of his modus operandi? Create chaos and profit. Is he going to physical jail? I hate train wrecks, but I love watching them. I feel guilty. I truly hope any enablers find the heart to derail him and sit his ass down. He big mad.
We're right back where we started.
Your hope is lost upon people who are just as deluded as him. You would think so, but we've been dealing with some of these guys for years. Their only connection to G-Man is how useful he is in promoting their stupid ass ideas. Actually, I can go back here and get that material. Oh, he is big mad. Oh, yes.
I was very surprised when he actually said he wanted to murder you, Drac.
This ain't the first time. It's not the first time. People on who are channel members and people who are
whatnot and everything and whatnot.
people who are channel members and on Patreon, they got to hear another threat. So this is the second time in the last month that he said some shit like this to me, or towards me, I should say. Some of y'all knew it. He said shit like this before.
Ventilation system service mode active. Access maintenance
I think I know what this part is. I think this is a time trial. Let me save it. I have the voice sped up, so because there's a lot of y'all.
Does he even own a gun or let alone know how to fire one? You have
no,
he's actually he doesn't.
He's actually afraid of guns.
not to complete procedure.
It's kind of sad. Just a little bit.
Spoiler alert, Harriet dies.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Not like I said it earlier.
Does this control the fans?
There's that materia. I want it.
He is just like you and Natsara talking about knowing Palestinian terrorists same shit. He can dish it out, but he can't take it.
System to maintenance mode. Please complete the maintenance access procedure within the designated time limit.
Why does he want to murder you? Because you called him out on his bullshit.
Basically.
I wouldn't worry then. He is more dark than light.
He doesn't like when
He might have red gun from the house.
he doesn't like when people call him out. Like, he doesn't like appearing any less than he feels that he is. Now, he may not have actually, like, stolen any money. He might have given every bit of that money, you know, to Faithful to God. But the fact that he attempted to divert funds away...
Gman was like that second character. He hates it.
Yeah, it's just that the behavior itself was shady, right? And he was more concerned... Yeah, he's more concerned with trying to get, you know, praise.
What? Dragma Silvas he has never seen Xion starting. Man seems to be backpedaling as always. He stole money from a safe. Oops, it was my sock. I am in again, LOL. Reminds me of my mom's boyfriend, who claims to have PTSD from the army, but the only time he's ever fired a gun was in basic and he kissed him.
Take it from here.
Maintenance access procedure not completed within time limit. Reactivating ventilation system.
What is man even talking about with right now? I cannot follow his voice. I got your back, man.
Gotta keep going.
Shit. Send me a link to the drunk Rev behind the wheel. Buck, it's... I have to ask Burnt Toast or Frank or somebody for that link. I don't have it on me right now.
Or posted, trying to.
Switching ventilation system to maintenance mode. Please complete the maintenance access procedure within the designated time.
He didn't steal the safe, God gave it to him. I keep forgetting Christianity is a hateful religion. Oil find it. Points. What's the timestamp for the death threat this time?
It's his live feed right now. Go back. I don't know.
You have 17090 penny candies.
Oh my god, here we go. Fucking
Keep
gambling.
going.
Go look for Black Guy TV in the chat with David
Fix it, this
Weiser.
old man is Ricky Pot Devil.
That's that.
Heist 1335. Ahoy. Captain Dinah Cat Loves is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Type. Heist amount to join. Will do, be right back. Didn't Heat Man say that babies are selfish?
Access granted. Disengaging timer.
Yep.
Okay.
Dragma Silvas, how does this RTS RPG operate a counter mechanics?
No, it's this is more responsive to like dodging and things. This is more of an active combat system.
Buck Melanoma sent you the link on Discord.
It has a feel of the old like KOTOR and shit like that, but no, this is real time. But you can, well, you
Looks
can
like
kind of
Mafu
pause
is the
it.
correct choice. Ooh.
Chocobo.
This is summoning
Love
material.
this game.
What kind of badass will pop out of this?
Drags gay.
See.
Heist 950.
Thank you, Xavier.
Ahoy.
How's a guy who
Admiral
likes
Jemima
penis
has joined the
to call
treasure
me
hunt.
gay?
I started a gaming channel if anyone is interested. Link on my main channel. Dragma Silvas, you ever check out Jade Empire? Made by the same devs as KOTOR.
Yes, I played
Gman
Jade
sweating.
Empire. Back when people were modding Xboxes, I had it modded in on my Xbox. One of my favorite games of all time.
Drags a four-eyed bald-headed baboon.
I shouldn't laugh at that. That's pretty
You
funny.
were.
There's trolls in the chat. I need to turn on members only mode. Oh my god.
A crew of pirates and raiders check their flintlocks and sharpen their cutlasses as they disembark for Blackheart Island. Ho ho. The entire crew escaped Blackheart Island alive. They celebrate with a chest full of gold and a belly full of rum. Results, Dinah Cat loves 2670, Admiral Jemiam 1900. Drags a bit meanie cuckoo. What's a baboon?
And this is why I have it on the fast speech. It's all the fucking gambling shit. We go across.
Why are you so tiny in test screen? Hey ha ha ha.
Because the camera is way up there, about 8 feet away from me, and I'm in my recliner. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be Junebug. Forgot the E. Look like a fresh account. You must be new. Or somebody else on another alt. Coming back to complete the cycle yet again. To get upset and leave and come back on a new account. Or maybe just someone brand new. Who knows? Who knows? I'm going to pretend like I don't know. Need to get up here.
New LOL, you have spoken to me before, silly. Bacon. Matt Albrecht, you have 40 penny candies. Overweight coward.
Oh, I know who you are, Junebug. I'm fully aware. That's why I was being facetious about the whole cycle and yeah. I need to get that materia.
Oh LOL.
I get it.
I stack barrels for a living.
Do you now?
And what are you? Keep it together.
48 items.
All set.
He is salty. Come. Ta.
Is he still
Jersey.
salty?
City.
Let's go.
MRPP burns.
Bundle up. It's on you. Let's finish this.
I thought the Jade Empire ending kinda fell out like a collapse. But maybe the mods would help. Drag man is literally losing his shit. His eyes are as red as the devil's stick.
Was nothing.
Enough. I feel like yeah. I've never seen any mods for Jade Empire. I didn't know they had any. Then again, I mean, like I'd love to see an updated version of it. That'd be great. Like a
You
sequel.
can't beat me in science. You can't beat me in biology. You can't beat me in chemistry. You can't out-talk me. Do you why?
Y'all having too much fun with
Drag
this
looks
text
awesome.
speech. Having way too much fun. I'm just going. I'm just fucking moving. Guess I'll go down here. Dragnot is awesome.
Jade
Oh,
Empire
wow,
is a
that-
good game. Haven't thought about that one in a hot sec. The Sinister Porpoise is a useless hack. It has got slack and floppage. Come to Jersey City, that's all I have to say.
It
I thought you
has.
said it had mods. Were you talking about Kotor mods? I definitely need to check out Kotor 2 mods. OMG, I never realized I had a typo, ha ha ha, thank you. And whatnot. Still playing Division 2?
I've not picked up Division 2 in quite a while.
Man asked Ruthless can who their king is.
It's a shame we had to wander around
Yes.
so much.
The king thing is G-Man doesn't understand taxonomy, and so Lou Pliskin was trying to explain to him the animal kingdom that we belong to, and so G-Man's retort was like, who was the king of it?
Alfalfa mince.
He's a little slow.
G-Man, if you're watching this, the key to Drag's challenge is to pre-record an intro with the script and use that.
There you go. Telling all the secrets.
Welcome to a...
I think my wife is back. Hear the garage door coming up.
I stole 3000.
You stole 3000.
Would Gary
How
be a
did you
cop or
steal?
bottom? So man wants you dead? It has a classification. That has just proved that he is an idiot. A lot slow.
Yep, G-Man wants to blow my head off with I think he said assault rifle. I thought he said shotgun. Oh shit. That's not good.
I stole $3,000.
I'm live, dear.
Has G-Man taken the Drag challenge yet? Heist 1335. Dang. What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this? Is your life on drugs.
Ahoy.
Right
Captain
there.
Dinah Catloves is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Type. Heist amount to join. On PS so boring.
Keep it together.
Dragnet Silvers, you a fan of platform, tournament fighters? Why does G-Man want to harm your anatomical features? It said fuck.
What? You're a fan of platform tournament fighters? No. Why does G-Man want to harm your anatomical features? I expose him, and I tell people what I think, and it doesn't make him look good, so he's upset. Naturally.
Gary Moore. Check out GTV just out of curiosity, and boy is it boring as fuck.
Yeah, he banned the mention of my name, so there's not really much there after that.
Who the fuck is in man's chat under the Clear Eyes account? Black Dye TV booth. He wants you to give him scripture to prove him wrong, but if you did, you're re-saying the Bible is true if you do. You can't win in his little.
Yeah, he creates these really weird standards. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Like he'll just fabricate something. Well, if you think that I'm wrong, then find me 16 people that on the street that'll agree with you. Like what? What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm willing to learn. Heist 700. Gary Moore. Ahoy. Admiral Shemayan has joined the treasure hunt. Gary clearly is upset because you won't give him the debate policy and rules. Dragnet Silvers, I thought you were a man. You wouldn't play me in some Brawlhalla. Rule. I tell ya, G-Man cannot let Dragnet go. What not mountain? Morning. Smile. That chipmunk voice is distracting.
After you.
Amen. G-Man is the piss-ass haterach. Morning, T-Bathui.
It's about booty sex.
What's so funny is he kept threatening to bring Faithful in there to expose Drag's lies.
Shit.
I'm just here for the FF7. Oddly enough, Faithful never came in. Todd Malakov up. He sure did.
What the fuck is y'all saying? Really? Really? How did I fucking die? This is some bullshit, man.
Oh my god, this is awesome.
Get the fuck up, Cloud. Nope.
You have the side chat doing the chipmunk voice? Really? Gary Lamont Moore, you'll never escape those gay bots. Cause you suck lol. G-Man is now holding Steve McVay.
Ron.
Okay, so he was Black Louie TV? That was epic.
Yeah, the person who went in to praise Dragon Lord, that was Black Guy TV. I've been trying to give him some more exposure. He's a funny guy. Y'all should go subscribe to him when he gets a goddamn webcam. He's trying to do YouTube shit without a webcam.
Thank you.
That's like trying to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with no bread. How you trying to do YouTube without a webcam? Can't give black folks nothing these days.
Separate longsword and whatnot. Spoken has eaten Gary more out.
Spoken has, oh god, no, I think he's eating his booty
I will
off.
subscribe for sure. He nailed it.
He just made his own content.
Got him again.
Yeah, you got a 2 for man. It's rare you get 2 for 1. Now you just need to let him know your name. That's the hard part. Is
got him again. MOG happy tears.
You gotta get him to know who you are, because he just knows you as a Dragon troll. I think I'm going the right way. Like, it's funny because David Weiser was like telling him, was like, well, Drag doesn't really care.
I wonder if Billy is cooking redwood to me.
Jam Drag, this is fun. What is fun? What's fun?
You taking a detour?
Is cucking Rev and Shani?
I am Black Guy TV. Lol.
Yeah, I'm responding to the voice. I'm barely looking at like who's saying it, because I don't have on my screen who's like the text anymore to just read it off. So I have to look on here.
Sipmonk's voice. Coot coot coot.
Coop 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 coop
I'm
coop.
Black Guy TV. Cat penis.
What did you go to Taco Bell for real?
Stream
Did you get an ass
again?
whooping? Did you get an ass whooping? You got liquid. What you get to drink?
Awesome.
Hold your drink up. Let me see it. Is that a Baja Blast? Did you get a liquid ass? Did you get a liquid ass whooping to drink? What did you get from? No. What did you get from Taco Bell?
I got water.
That's not what you got from Taco Bell. What did you get from Taco Bell? I see a drink behind it.
I got water.
That's not fucking water.
Cat.
That's a Baja Blast. I'm looking at it. You went and got a Baja Blast.
Coronavirus
They
again.
had no more pineapple one. It was sold out.
You went and got a liquid ass whooping. You know people get beat for having those?
It kind of sucks the remake doesn't have the turn-based aspect.
I'm glad it doesn't have a turn-based aspect. I've played enough turn-based shit forever. That was, and the only reason it was like that. The only reason it was like that was the limitations of the technology at the time. We can leave the turn-based stuff in the past. It's okay. We can let it go. It's all right. We can let it go.
Overweight coward.
You're an overweight coward. Stop making fun of me. Hurt my feelings and everything and whatnot. And. Give me. Got that.
No you. No, but Kotor gave you the power with turn-based.
KOTOR could be better, I promise.
Second playthrough drag. Bit meanie poo poo pants. You wrong for being mean. It's funny, just as many people are watching drag play a game as G-Man's live stream drama.
Yeah.
Holy cow, late night stream.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be up for a little while because I had some fun with the tart.
Let it go, I'm one with the wind and snow. Will you get a PS5 when it comes out in November, December, or wait?
More than likely, my in-laws will buy one for my wife, and that's how we got this one. That's more than likely what's going to happen. I'll probably end up buying the new Xbox for
G-Man,
myself.
also known as Gary Moore, just sent me a nude confirming he is a transsexual. Did G-Man actually threaten drag again? Hi, stall.
Yes, he did threaten me. I wasn't there,
Witness me
but he did say he wanted to get an assault rifle and come to Texas and blow my head off.
Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
My wife is spoiled, by the way, if y'all didn't know that.
What?
Huh? What's up?
What are you saying?
I said you're a lovely person.
You're talking about me in your stream.
Peter when he just went over the thing where he said that before.
No time for
Yeah.
you.
This isn't the first time he's made threats like this.
Okay, let's go.
Take the lead.
Kasumi has some titties. Gary no science.
Give me your best shot.
Wife play game? Yes, she plays games. She's the one who bought this, actually.
I wish someone spoiled me with Taco Bell. Notice me senpai. I must have really pushed his buttons by simply saying he is uneducated. Does the fucktard really think you're worth getting the death penalty over?
Son of a bitch.
Little G is pretty much just talking to his true self. I wonder if someone can explain to him how incredibly foolish it is to make threats like that.
Well, he really doesn't have a lot of people
Not so fast.
to talk to. This is his social stuff. Like he's not a social butterfly making friends.
You got room to talk? You want to hear now.
Yeah, I'm on here.
What's what I say about you?
I'm playing Final Fantasy. And I'm letting people watch me play Final
Bigger space is
Fantasy.
slow the chipmunk town.
Don't
Yay.
say that people and you online.
I
David
can
Anthony
go
mentioned it.
and hang out with
G-Man
people in
proceeded
real
to
life.
transport
I
his
had
fellow
that
brother in
option.
Christ. G-Man is an irrelevant fly that has a superiority complex and is terribly confused about whether or not he really likes sucking dick. Man and retarded.
And that makes 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick this up.
Why, who the fuck said that?
I hope that Jesse's injury
Who-
is.
hold on. I must really
This
push
is
his
the
button by
Premium
simply
Cop on
saying,
117 papers.
oh, I see Todd Malicote. Okay,
People in real
so
life are fake AF.
Wedge too.
so Todd, so what you hit on is a very sore spot. I've been calling him unintelligent since 2011. Like for years, I've pointed. And I'm not the only person, but because his enablers don't say that, he won't believe it. And so, but the reality is that his enablers aren't that smart themselves. So of course, if they say, "Well, you're just as smart as we are," and they don't think that they're dumb, you see the problem there. But in reality, and look, I like talking to Beck. He's not a bad guy, but he's not that smart. He's really not. And he gets mad when I say that. But there are people who say that about me.
He
Whatever.
put the comment up in his not kick me.
But yeah, he's really sensitive when it comes to that. David Anthony mentioned that G-Man proceeded to trash talk a fellow brother in Christ. Yeah, he doesn't actually consider David a brother in Christ. Like that's kind of a tentative alliance because David doesn't shit on him, but then David will agree when G-Man says bad shit about me, right? But it just kind of hits. Yeah, this game is great. Pick it up. Same dude threatened to cough when he was serving him paper. Yeah. He doesn't understand how bad that
Not so
is.
much. Spoon nemesis. Ahoy. Captain Peter Wint is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Type. Heist announced to join. Peter Wint. No, I was interjecting into Drag and Mrs. Drag's convo.
Yeah, Todd, you have to dance around. You have to dance around his sensitive ego, because his mods are tuned in on that. Anything that makes G-Man sound bad, even if it's true, you can't say it.
Heist 2-5.
You can say what you want to me, if it's true, it's like Drag's overweight coward. All right, cool. Now there's a limit, obviously,
Ahoy.
but
Megalite Master has joined the treasure hunt.
When do we link up with Biggs?
Soon enough. Don't you worry.
He knew we
interjected in the Drag Mr. Drag's comic book. No, she has headphones on.
Long before he dies of
I think go across. Yeah, I need to go back across here. H. Okay. I hate this part. I really do.
Man just threatened to do physical harm to the entire geek room if they met him in person.
Yeah.
Control
This
666 is a yeah, RE2 was dope.
having multiple people download this hangout would not be a bad idea, by the way.
Get ready, Marco Reactor.
Heist 750. Everybody have a great night. See you on the Asia show chats tomorrow. Ahoy. Admiral Gman has joined the treasure hunt.
Yeah. See you later, Todd. I think I'm.
Dragma Silva, so did you
Right.
never get into the Super Smash Bros. Games?
Yeah, we bought the latest Super Smash Brothers, and I was playing it actually up at the college. I'm pretty good with Kirby. Pretty good. Not good enough for semi-pro or
A
pro,
crew of
but
pilots and
I was
rovers check
whooping
their
some
flintlocks and
dudes.
sharpen their cutlasses as they disembark for Blackheart Island. There is a guy with the duo his stream.
My wife bought
The
Super
entire
Smash
crew
Brothers.
escaped Blackheart Island alive. They celebrate with a chest full of gold and a belly full of rum. Results: Megalite Master 50, Admiral Jemayan 1500, Peter Went 2674. G-Man thinks that a welfare check is money.
You want to talk? You want to be on
Here's
stream?
your platform fighter. Let's play some Brawlhalla on Steam, crew.
G-Man thinks a welfare check is money. I mean, I guess. Depends how you define money, I guess. All right. You got to think about it from his perspective in life.
Maybe we should lay off the heists for now.
A slaughterhouse with a
Yeah, the heists are kind of annoying because the chat gets filled up with them.
Marco. Be ready for
Right.
At least while the text-to-speech is
They're
on.
going to get annoying with the voice reading them.
it. It's the reactor colors. Back in the nest saying, bring it on, Avalanche.
Second Mako reactor. So, there's definitely a boss fight up here. Yeah, this is why I sped up the voice so they could blast through those heists. But that comes at the price of
I want Hayabusa for Smash Ultimate.
it comes at the price of me not hearing
Gary
everything.
never joined the military because all those men in uniforms gave him gay thoughts. Has Shani wanted you dead too, Drag? Drag trying to train chat peoples to shut back up.
Hold on. Okay. Alright, so somebody named Viper is recording his current stream.
As roll 666 is he was praying those gay thoughts away.
Oh yeah, it should be triggered, that's right. Yeah.
G-Man
I'm not
definitely
sure.
ascribes to the Mafia boss god, you better not mess with G-Man.
Hmm? The Mafia boss guy, yeah, right, trying to train that shut the fuck up. Yeah. Not working very well. Not working very well. You enjoying your Baja Blast?
Come to Jersey City. You're wrong for that.
God damn it.
Don't overdo it.
God damn.
Suck on this! Kiss my ass!
You're wrong for that.
You're on for that.
Side 10 plug and cut.
I'll take over.
Cloud's wrists must be strong as heck. You're going to gel, physical gel. 1-1.
Let's do this right. We gotta switch it up.
Hang back.
Gotta be strong.
Shit. Where's my thunder spell at? This is not
Does the
good.
lab coat give him gay thoughts? I will admit that gay military porn is awesome. Most guys look great in cuss. Enough
Gay
of that
military
with the
porn is awesome. I'm getting so distracted. That is distracting. That's funny as
Cloud
shit.
gives man gay thoughts.
Let's turn this around.
Dragma Silvis, I get the feeling, and I'm not even trying to be mean, that G-Man's parents are royal scumfucks. Any knowledge we have on G-Man is still a bitch with a baby carrot. Points.
So, one of them was, I
You
know,
have 395 penny candies.
one of them was a not black Hebrew Israelite, Nation of Islam adherent. And the other just seemed negligent, from what I understand. Shit.
I'm not going out like this. I'm not throwing in the towel.
Let me see abilities.
It's not a baby carrot.
Watch yourself.
Taking over.
It is a baby carrot. Shit, he died. Phoenix
Okay,
down
Drac.
there.
I watched Man this evening. He's still battling. Please don't suggest people watch him, that was the biggest waste of time. Tap it, but
It's on you.
You need me, huh?
it's got blockage. I'm a gay guy who moved to San Francisco for grad school. I have zero shame, lol.
Hold on.
Heist 1335. That life was messed up.
Fuck it, no, hold on.
Captain Dino Catalux is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Type. Heist amount to join. Heist. Heist all.
That's
I am your gay bots.
okay. The limit. Trying to hold.
Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Ahoy. Roxilla0825 has joined the treasure hunt. Heist all. Ahoy. Peter Wink has joined the treasure hunt.
That it?
Mind taking over?
All right.
No, I am your gay bots.
Your gay thoughts.
Heist 65.
Let's switch it up.
I wasn't going to do another heist because it is annoying, but I won't sit one out. Ahoy. Megalite Master has joined the treasure hunt.
Sure. That was rough. Did y'all watch G-Man this evening? He's still
Maybe the big
babbling.
room should have the tools
Please
to
don't
announce the chat.
suggest people watch him. That was the biggest waste of time. Okay, so I want people to. So let me explain.
G-Man's urinary tract infection has reared its ugly head again. Heist 666.
So I want people to understand.
Admiral Jemian has joined the treasure hunt.
I want people to understand who he is without me as a filter, right? I think it's important to be as
That's
objective,
Luke Skywalker's best friend.
even if he's
Heist 200.
objectively a terrible person, and I'm not going to hide my
Drag's mind
opinion.
control powers given people's T-gay bots. A crew
Exactly.
of pirates and raiders check their flintlocks and sharpen their cutlasses as they disembark for
Oh
Black
my
Heart Island.
God, another fucking
Okay.
heist.
The entire crew escaped Black Heart Island alive. They celebrate with a chest full of gold and a belly full of rum. Results:
Of course they
Megalite
do.
Master 130, Roxilla 0825 160, Dinah Catloves 2670, Peter Wendt 2674, Admiral Jemian 1332. Skipping the rest. Anyone know if there are any bathhouses in New Jersey? Maybe Gary could preach there on his knees to save souls. Points. Unsubscribe from G-Tard. It hurts for G-Man to go pee-pee with his pee-pee because his pee-pee burns. Sorry. Marcy M, you have 2140 penny candies.
Okay, now everybody got their fucking heist and bullshit. So I want people to go and see who he is outside of me as a filter. There are some people who have decided after doing so that they cannot listen to him, that they will only listen to him through me. That's fine, but I don't want people to have this idea that you should only listen to me and not
I
actually go to the
appreciate your
source.
explanation. He is a truly horrid person.
I wonder.
Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
Finally got through my explanation after 50 fucking heists.
G-Man is praying the bukkak away.
Well, it's still funny because he's
Marcy
sticking
M.
to
Please
this.
forgive me, I went into man's chat under another name so I could get an in.
He's saying that he's he's being tempted, but he doesn't have the desire. And I told him to look up the definition of temptation. So, it's not like I want to do it.
Final
You
Fantasy VII
can't
Becky good hair.
you can't tempt me with something I don't like. It's a drag that somebody can tempt you with an ass whooping. I don't want an ass whooping. It's not tempting to me. Gman is so boring, and he is when he's not going crazy. I'm saying if you want full context, I'll give you the videos I review. You can
I
go
just
listen
witnessed
to
them for
them.
myself. I see why you do what you do, drag. Is it impossible to talk to? Well, G-Man kicked me out. Go figure.
Yeah. He wants to be taken seriously. And actually, I want to make this point. So you hear him complain.
I've listened to Gary Moore by himself before, and your commentary makes him bearable. He's insufferable otherwise. He and Marcy no emoji love you gesture.
Oh, look, as David Anthony kicked you out. Of course he kicked you out.
So quiet, I have no trouble securing your route into the reactor.
You magnificent son of a bitch. Bring it in.
So,
Oh, just
Jesse got hurt.
oh,
and couldn't make it.
no, hold on, no.
Not so bad she couldn't
So,
move in this guy.
thanks for stepping up.
so
Worked out pretty
look,
good. You picking that
I
train
get it.
up.
I get it.
Schindler scoured Sector 4.
David, you going in and talking to him and trying to understand
The
him,
original is still my favorite.
but David, you know good and goddamn well that when I spend time.
G-Man would probably kick me out for telling him to get me in red on this show.
When I spend time going over something,
17 IQ.
I'm pretty thorough in why I have an opinion about something, and that when you express a bit of skepticism towards the faithful to God thing, you notice his responses to
Gamble
you, right?
1-0.
Because I get you only watch some of my stuff, and that's fine, but you notice, David, when I brought that screenshot up to him, and I showed him, like, there's the comment from Faithful to God, and you deleted this after you changed the PayPal. Now, I told him that the content for that saga was on two separate channels. It was on Mark by God, it was on G-Man. That comment was on the G-Man channel. And the review that I did points that out, because he did change the PayPal. Because in the video, he tells people that in the description is his PayPal. But if you look under the video now, it's Faithful's, the same PayPal that's in that comment. That comment's not in the comment section because he deleted it.
He is saying God doesn't want him to feed the hungry.
Quickly now, quickly.
He's conflating sex
Master
and gender.
Jack.
He does that a lot.
Did you see my Patreon note? P-Bathulu.
But I did see that, actually. I was going to hit you up. Thank you for reminding me about that.
That's it. That's the smell. This place reeks of Mako.
Looks like we made it.
Actually,
Drew
we go
Lover
back
one
to
upset
it.
me. How?
P. Batulu,
He said that he wanted to be in the geek room in real life person so that if he got mad he could either leave or do bodily harm. I told him. Stupid attracts stupid.
okay, yeah, so I should have responded to this. Yeah, me and Richard Madsen have already met. We've already talked, and I was one of the first people on his channel.
You like
And it's actually, he's pretty funny.
Laughing.
Yeah, me and Richard Madsen actually have, like, he and I talk mostly on other people's channels. Say going to be in the geek room in real life.
Marcy and I
Yeah.
was in the other chat trying to get in with Dark Ellen Cross.
Yeah, what G-Man is looking for, he's looking for an enabler. That's the problem. If you say, well, you know what, I have a limit. I'm not going to sit. I'm not going to sit and allow people to just say any old thing because they're upset or because they're a Christian. That's not good enough. G-Man wants you to be. That's why he references Sister Cherry. That's why he references Veckel and Spoken. They're going to let him say whatever he wants.
Assumes the people they don't like are not on. I was really trying to play the part. G-Man wants his own ref. Ha ha ha. It was stupid. In lockdown. And I'm stupid. Dragma Silvus Lilem 0 and is friends with man. Has she ever confronted you about how you should talk him, or have you ever conversed with he? It's okay, Drew Lover 1 lol, you fooled me. I told you to get your head out of man's ass. Lol, I'm sorry. So I know that cancer is self-replicating uncontrollably, but can there be any beneficial result from cancer?
What? What?
Hey Ronan.
Oh.
Gman will never improve because hatred is all he knows.
Can there be any beneficial results from cancer? Yeah, the cancer will live and you'll die. That's the beneficial result. The cells in your body have to be maintained in a certain cycle of growing and not growing. If they're growing uncontrollably, then that's going to impede something else. The cell, they're not growing in isolation. They have to feed somehow. And what happens is that there's
When I left Man's stream, he had Jeff in his chat asking Man about monetizing the channel and donate the money to a local charity. I knew. GTP
yes.
Cancer.
Yeah. When these cancer cells start growing, they start sending out signals that causes something called angiogenesis, and that takes.
Into cancers not dying of old age. Drew Lover 1, now I know why you wanted my email. Lol, you played the part good.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff in the chat. Yeah, so you notice that throughout this saga, I've been telling people, hey, you know, if y'all want to go help out Faithful God, here's a link. Some of y'all's donations did go to help out Faithful God, and I sent them a text to let them know.
Turned out about the way you expected. They were still at it as I left.
So he's now talking about charity because I've mentioned something about it. That's it. You never heard him say anything about any charity until you hear me actually say something. Because he's trying to cover his ass.
Kind of scary, huh?
It's all in the mind.
And that's how you deal with men.
Let's see. I didn't even have her equipped with anything. That's not good.
Heist 500. I figured. Man donate to summon else. Fat chance of it happening after what he showed himself to be. Marcy, am I still want to throw up after that? Dude, you have no idea how to play this, huh?
How? I know how to play as I've beaten this.
He has Sister Terry on the phone right now. Man is calling his mammy again. G-Man likes to put on this facade that he's this good Christian, but he comes off as this condescending little prick. He blocked me.
He is.
LOL.
He is a condescending little prick. You're right. You're absolutely right. Gonna cry on Sister Cherry's titties, and she's gonna get up and yell. I mean, I want her to yell at me. That's gonna be funny. We can try. Oh, I like this. I need to add this elemental.
Mississippi Wildlife, you shouldn't have mentioned charity, lol. The other thing that fucking annoys me is Gary saying that being a good person requires one to be perfect. Every time I hear that I want to. How good does the game replay? Outer Worlds was boring second time through. And he has a little prick as well. No slack. Heist 1335.
I'm enjoying it. I started it again on my wife's account, even though I beat it on normal on my account. So I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just play it normal again. Not a big deal.
Drew Lover 1, I guess donating to the homeless is a bad idea, lol.
I'm all for people doing charities, but I'm also for people having transparency when they do it. It's like if I tell you guys I donate to something, you're gonna see evidence of that.
Agreed.
If I tell you somebody been doing something shady, you're gonna see evidence of that. When G-Man tells you, it's gonna be bullshit.
Mississippi Wildlife Drug Lover 1, that's why legal letter is on them.
That's why when Rev
He
News
can't try
was
to do
talking about his fucking charity, and I was like, there, like, where's the transparency here? There's something don't seem right. This is the same standard I keep for myself, but the fact that I just don't believe him based on his fucking word, that's a problem. It's like, okay, well, it is what it is. I don't care if you think somebody's your fucking friend. You're talking
How long
about
does
taking
it
people's
take
money
for
and
a
doing
playthrough?
shit.
I think man either belongs in prison or a mental home.
Yeah, mental home's good, yeah. How long does it generally take for a playthrough? You can play this casually and beat it in a
Won't
week.
the entire Final Fantasy VII Remake, when all of the sections are done, cost something like $200?
I think so. I think it'll cost damn near $200. But you know what? If you think about how long the original game was, it was four discs? That's a lot of stuff.
Man, I'd have made Whoopi Goldberg proud. LOL. Megalite Master, this is all he knows because he has no humanity.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Drag, please put Streamlabs on. I need penny candies. Lol. Yeah.
You're getting
3 discs.
You're getting points.
4 discs.
You're getting points for being here, for commenting.
Well, maybe not G-Man's. Yeah, it was HP today.
Maybe not G-Man's. Yeah, if you want her to say G-Man's name, you have to put G-E-E.
Huge. I don't think G-Man is human. Clearly Rev just wants to help all the homeless in Tokyo, Colorado. Drew Glover did a great job. I did think you were one of his supporters.
Fucking, yeah. Tokyo, Japan. He can't even tell people where he's helping folks out at, but, you know. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
I think the original game was something like a 60-hour game. Well, 50 dragoons are getting blocked, lol. Always wanted to be an actress. Phylogeny G-Man has no mind to begin with. It's sad, I just wanted to talk with G-Man and I'm blocked for being nice. G-Man is human, just what subspecies?
You're Ron for that. You're Ron.
Don't exactly look like Angelina Jolie, however. Well, fuck me, it was 3.
Was it 3 discs? I thought it was 4 discs. I could have sworn it was.
Hey, ha, ha, ha. I owned this game too and didn't remember. Sister Cherry said to stop. Haha. Grey mind, what kind?
Oh,
Are they still claiming to be in Japan or have they stopped?
No, they still say it in Japan. They're still saying it.
Pretty sure for.
If Sister Cherry got something to say, she can come say it to me.
Hironin Kanishi. Akud SWO. Monkey kind. Ha.
Could have swore, yeah.
Hiya, Marcy M.
Oh, I know. Well, I know why. Well, why can't I select it? That's not selected. That's why. That's why. Barrett, you're going to be my healer. Thank you. So if
G-Man wanted to jump inside Shami's Sarlacc pit. Man wanted Sister Cherry to get you and Faithful on the phone and into his chat.
Oh, man. Yeah, it wasn't going to happen. I played with him just a little bit. Just to show people that, and like every so often I'll oblige a request to kind of go in there. Because people send me the link, because I'm not subscribed to him, so I don't know when he goes live. So people will let me know. I was like, okay, let me show...
I remember assignment that no school in Japan would give students. Especially since it was entirely in English. Roxilla 0825, I mean just think about that, ew.
You should also look up the Japanese Dr. Peppers. The Dr. Peppers that they sell there are not the same ones they sell here. But, so when I went in and I took his inquiry seriously and I calmly explained to him why I think what I think, and then you see how he behaves, right? That's exactly why I tell people not to ever take him seriously. Because when I do take my time and I explain and I show the exact evidence he's asking for, And then I
Watching
questioned
the
him. I
video
said,
info on a really call.
it doesn't make sense. The patience that I show isn't reciprocated, so why take him seriously? And then he gets mad. But, you know, every so often I'd like to just show people this is what happens when you waste the time and treat him like an adult.
Reason I asked about Richard is cause he was wanting to chat about biology. Thought you'd be the right person. Not some bum-feck blue-collar word. I loved the times you kept trying to Skype call him during a stream. The DR peppers in Japan look like something that came from the future.
So P. Batulu, Richard and I have spoken about biology, but
Richard you showed every single time he needed you and shit.
Richard thinks almost entirely ad
We
hoc.
showed
Like
Gman
he's a nice guy, but he will just take and like distort things based on whatever kind of weird speculation he's come up
no
with
one
in the
in
moment.
tried drag. I learned that much.
Yeah, no, I do it for the new people. Like the people who've been watching me for years already know this, so I do it for newer people who so you could just see what happens right in real time. It's no sweat off of my ass because I'm just laughing. Like every time he does it, I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm back. All right, let's try this again. Let me see if I can get out a full sentence.
Strange thoughts in his mind.
And then he wonders why he gets trolled. Well, you're not capable of taking conversations seriously, so you know. I like Pocky. There's a few other Japanese little snacks that I like.
Gman is crazy. She is batshit insane.
Channy is batshit insane. No one should say you didn't try that. Yeah. Yeah, I just like to every so often.
What's happening?
I just like to show people this is what happens.
It's sad because I see the same helpless fundies in my own family.
Yeah, no, you're not the only one.
Hockey is sweating hard.
Yeah, I got a few interesting ones in my
kids
family.
love Pokey to drag.
That Pocky, yeah, my son loves Pocky.
Japanese ramen for the win.
We actually have a place here that sells different types of tonkatsu. Definitely very goods. New materia, yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm all about that materia. Fuck, I don't have enough AP. Fuck. All about that material.
Now he lives in the
Preaching to the. I need more materia. Yes, another sphere. Give me materia.
Mississippi Wildlife. You presented him with the factual argument. But yeah, no charity there. You did well. Nice gun, by the way. I am sad. Never had Japanese ramen. Australia sucks for food. I love Chin claiming she doesn't want a relationship with the man and Rev doesn't react. Guess he doesn't want her to get slappy.
So he's reacted to that before, and he's told her that it's stupid for her to say that when she's in a relationship with him, and so she's saying, "Well, I'm just saying with other men, just men in general." And he retorts, but I'm a man, and you're in a relationship with me, and so they went back and forth.
Emoji happy tears. Azrael 666 is whoever said Rev is a man. Repzilla 0825 LOL.
Yeah, that's debatable. Rev being a man, that's really debatable on so many levels. Really debatable. I guess it depends on is there a normal definition of man? Like, what are we talking about? Like, I thought it was hilarious if Rev would talk about somebody else having a tiny dick. It was like, dude, we've seen yours. Like, we've literally seen your dick. Thank you. Like, you are no place.
All I want to do is zoom and a poom poom. Just shake your rump. Is not a baby carrot.
It's not a baby carrot, I promise.
Points.
It's lightning. Okay, healing. Alright, bear it.
If anything, Prince baby carrot is just an extended vagina. There is a restaurant in Japan that makes ramen, which takes 2 days to cook. It's 120 per bowl. Slackage 5x.
Yeah, that's usually the broth, like for a tonkatsu. That's with the pork broth. Yeah, like that pork broth for tonkatsu. That takes about 2 days. For the broth itself, takes a day to make. I need
Patrol
some
666 is Izzled AMA.
Need some more material.
I've got an average deck, but I'm a bottom, so it doesn't matter much. Is regain it back?
Is regain? Is Rogaine? Regain? What?
It's got floppage.
It's got slack. I still like Black Guy
So
TV's
she likes riding
definition.
miniature ponies. Yeah, that was a little odd, and he made another threat to the geek room while I was there.
Yeah. So somebody is recording this, would it be best for other people to get it as well? Because having multiple copies is great.
They sick this big boy on us?
G-Man wants to cause bodily harm to the geek room.
Mechanized units like these were designed to take out giant
Fuck, in Japan they eat live octopus. It's got slack.
If they do decide to deploy it,
Let's just call it like it is. Red gets his baby carrot stuck in a fold and just goes with it, cuz damn. What's up,
Yeah.
Goldilocks? Repzilla 0825 boss slack. Is not a baby carrot. Is swow. G-Man wants the geek room dead. It has got slackage. Second ability on cure after cura.
Sad. That's the airbuster. Yeah, that's the airbuster, boss. Slackage.
Mont blocked everybody who didn't kiss his ass. I still have the rumor that G-Man wears a chastity belt reward of homosexual desires. Must be hot in NJ, sweating his ass off. Gotta love G-Man's example of Christian love. Off. Sensitive ass little bitch.
get ready. That's that.
He's just sensitive, that's all. Sensitive.
I got your number.
I've hooked up with plenty of guys that fall within Black Guy TV's definition of slack. Ronan Kanoshi LOL. G-Man probably has a dartboard with the picture on the geek room on it. David Anthony is lit.
It's got
Points.
floppage.
I would have gone in, but I'm in the middle of a thunderstorm. My computer is turned off right now. Man threatens Drag. He said he wanted to shoot Drag after he was outside sleeping in the cold. Then that means Shani is sensitive.
Floppage.
Is G-Man really that sad that he can't grab the ladle? Send him some monkey butt powder, for the chapped ass. Speaking of wards, have you seen Shani's ward lately? It's you, Forex. Rev just likes Boshwang. I'm pretty sure I was blocked by the end of the stream. Drag Silvis out of curiosity. How much of Brett Keane can you tolerate before you die of boredom? I want even trolling. I was discussing a path to peace with one mess and Gary Dante want no peace. It was nice of him to demonstrate it though. As till 666 is all emoji happy tears, none Rev size. My fibro. Rev has no swang.
Listening to Brett Keane, just listening to him talk,
Macintosh bummer shoot. Flop
maybe
equals radical
five.
dysfunction. I just
maybe
got this closing
5,
voice
10
reading
minutes.
wishes. Too funny. He said he was going to call Faithful.
Yeah, Faithful's not answering his phone. Something tells me. Something tells me he's not. But I can only listen to Brett Keane for about 5-10 minutes. If I'm talking to him, then I can play with him for a while. He's pretty funny to talk to if you know his game. And he doesn't actually know more about literally any topic than me, so
Black
you know.
TV, what number were you on being kicked out of Man Hangout?
My fibro. He's making fun of my wife falling out of a chair, making fun of her sickness, her disease.
It's their job.
Funny, Rev doesn't let anybody else use the excuses that Shani uses when she talks about people. Rev needs to shut the fuck up and grow some balls before he cries at me about some bullshit. Just saying.
Black Guy TV, none it's small. Hell, I've met trans men with bigger dicks.
Can't say shit to Shani because she has mental illness. Can't say shit to Shani because Shani's just responding to people.
Money issue, and I suggested that he just start showing his receipts to show how honest he is.
Brace yourself.
Can't say shit to Shani because she gives people money.
The only time I want to be respectful in the chat was when Thick Shades was harassing me.
That was nothing.
Third time IBD ever talked to him. Got kicked out 3 times LOL. Rev should start dressing in women's clothes. Rev has
He already
reasons, not
has.
balls.
What you mean start? He already has. The Revelina stuff, y'all
So
don't remember that?
Dakova. I'm surprised I didn't get banned from Gman's channel. Shani can't
You
even
will.
like herself. Is being a leech a crime? Man said he was going to randomly block 50 dragoons.
Yeah, he doesn't know what the word random
That
means.
Shani chick is foul.
Shane Chicken, you have no idea.
He's a positionalist who likes to shout and has anger issues. Clockwork Rex Rev has Tic Tacs, not raisins. Who has more big boss? Mario or man? Rev should identify as female. Harry doesn't know what these means either. MLG sign of the horns. Riz, Chai I no choose, an observation or a complaint. So who likes Shani? Oh Dragon, service? I found the Black Blue for Life channel. They do look like Power Rangers. All Thanos purple. Go Hogs man.
Told you.
Shani said she don't want a man. Rev looks like Caitlyn.
Taking over.
Black Guy TV Rev might have to stick his hand in Shani's ass to clean it. Shani isn't attracted to men. You hear it, Rev? Points.
Calling lightning. Deal with that.
Black Guy TV Rev does. Lol. I feel bad for his lackey. They are always attempting to have him make peace with me, and that's pointless because he doesn't want it. What the heck am I watching? This may be a dumb question, but did you ever play the PS1 game Legend of Dragoon? It was Power Rangers meets Final Fantasy. Rev, it's time to identify as female.
I'll answer your question in a second here, man.
Almost 1 am time for bed and out. Y'all have fun. Stay safe, healthy all. Some Final Fantasy horse shit. I think G-Man G, like, know and take advantage of their limited resources to insult others. That is where it makes the difference. Sister Cherry drank the G-Man Kool-Aid.
Yeah, there's more to her
Hail and farewell, Druid Lover 1.
bullshit.
Red is so unmanly.
Yeah, Sister Cherry's not the most objective person in the world. She'll believe anything that G-Man tells her.
Is it possible that the alcohol drunk Rev's true? Rev's not a financial advisor. He offers an undercarriage watch though. Maybe G-Man is keeping the chat here to find those 50 dragoons to block. Take care, Druid Lover 1. Rev yes is attracted to human females it seems.
Alright.
Unmanly.
Yeah, Rev Lion said he's a financial advisor. He's not.
One mess will learn eventually. Gary wants to see me as the bad guy even when I am not.
Yeah, I want us some rocket dodge. He's off. He's gone.
P.O. manly. Beer makes my dick hard, not soft.
Oh, he nuked the stream?
Yeah,
Well, let me
both
make
Rev and
sure.
Gary are both attracted to planets.
Let me make sure that somebody got it.
Who's crazier, Sister Cherry or Godless Girl?
That's a good question. Godless girl, Alright, so, I got confirmation. All was recorded. And the person who recorded is not an atheist, by the way.
0825.
Let me get this screenshot for y'all. 1 second. Make download. So people in Discord can
One
see.
mess is eliminated.
Alright. Boom. So I put a
Rev is attracted to
screenshot.
space slugs.
Alright.
Someone recorded. They said it
So
activated.
if you're in the Discord and you're looking in Target Yard, that's a screenshot somebody just sent me, and that's a confirmation that they recorded all of what G-Man just did. So he took it down, but we still got it. So those death threats, all that stuff, we got it. That's why I love when he shows his ass. You can try and hide it, but people gonna see it.
Bet the person into a real Christian eater according to Little Gary.
Yeah, when G-Man talks about real Christians,
G-Man hate you?
they're the people who enable him and aren't going to call him out on his bullshit. Those are the real Christians. You'll notice that. Just the Cherry, Veckel, Spoken, they're never going to call him out on his bullshit.
Man's stream was hilarious.
He's live again?
He is so triggered.
He just restored
now
it?
we gotta show this on the Salt Mine next Saturday.
Oh, yeah. He's
Ladies and
watching.
gentlemen, we got him.
He's watching. He's watching right
On the
now.
edition to the series.
He just took it down, and he heard that I was making fun of him, and he put it back up. Because he's listening to us right now, but he hears y'all.
Aaron hates anyone that calls him out.
He
Sophie is a real
heard.
Christian according to G-Man.
There's people watching your fucking channel, dude. Do you not realize that by now? How many years we been doing this, G-Man?
The idiot should realize the internet doesn't forget.
He took it down and then heard that somebody already has it, and he just put it back up. He just put it back up.
Proceeds to give content. Thanks
It's
for
too late.
G-Man. Mega
It's
Master, you have 480 penny candies.
Oh, it's too late, man.
Hi, G-Man.
You can go ahead. How do you think we got your whole channel's gone?
Sit
Your
down,
whole
man.
Bark by God channel's deleted, but we got 120 videos of that. How do you think? Come on, dude. Like, you just fucking stupid.
Mandy tastes yummy. Dragma Silvis tells Darky is a full-on bitch made in cell. G-Man, please get some sleep and take some time off of the internet. You are making bad decisions. Hello G-Man, how's it feel being criticized like you criticize others? G-boy, can it the corn out of my shit? Stop, man.
I'm sick of all of this.
It's still there. I think it's just processing drag note.
Is it?
G-Man will
It's
stop
there
now
now.
for drag.
It's still there now. It wasn't a few minutes ago. You'll stomp a mud hole in me? Maybe. Maybe. He didn't manage to do it in Starbucks.
One less credit for trying. Eventually he will learn the same thing Ronnie and Spoken have. They will accept me as. But won't he get in the middle unless he crosses the line again because they know he doesn't want peace. Told ya. What not mountain? Man am smart. G-Man needs to get Chili on his next show. That's all I got to say.
And whatnot and everything and whatnot. G-Man has a lot of people watching him, and he doesn't actually know who they are. They're not atheists, they're not dragoons, there's just different groups of people now that are watching him, and he has no idea. No idea.
I can't believe nephew is droning on again.
But I want him to show his ass more. I definitely want him to show more and more of his ass.
And whatnot.
Safe distance.
I enjoy this
And
shit.
whatnot. Hey Gary Lamont, more do us all a favor and just screw back already. Come to JDRC City. I went and hit the notice in my YT history. If he deleted it, I missed it.
Sabella, are you in direct contact?
Imagine the on count. G-Man must be
Sabella,
wise.
are you in direct contact with David Weiser? Because he was asking about the Faithful God story.
G-Man,
Because
you want me to
I
talk to you
can,
too?
David can't just watch the show. But if he wants clarification, if David wants me to show him
He's in need of
the
a good man to get
receipts,
rid of the dragnuts.
I will show him the receipts. But what I said was pretty clear for the people who watched. That
G-Man, are you
comment,
in touch with your inner squirrel?
that comment that I showed is no longer there on his channel. I wonder where it went. G-Man deleted it. He also deleted the comments by
Yes, I
the
have
person
his
he
email.
mentioned.
Sabella Shepherd, you have any links to G-Man's stuff?
You have his email?
Yes, I
Okay,
have your
good.
sister Terry's skirts.
Email David Weiser. Let him know if he wants any of those receipts. I will be happy to forward them to him, and he can see for himself. He can go to G-Man's channel and see that those comments that I took a screenshot of are not there.
Hi, GT
They're gone because he
what
deleted
number
them.
are you?
It's gone again? Let me see. Maybe it's just a glitch. Hold on. Let me see.
Eye candy and read the playlist in the morning with Zilla. Yeah, those eyes are fucking dry lol. No sleep or crying. I say both. Hi, Gman, what flavor are you? How the fuck did you get to be a character in Final Fantasy Drag? Nope is there. His eyes were so red, bro. Latest stream is still there.
I just looked at it. Yeah, so on my
Gman
phone
is
it's
chocolate
there.
warlock flavored.
On my phone it's there. On other people's phones it's not there. So it may have got some stuff mixed up.
I might do a live stream on them and probably lose my mind over them. Yeah, just send me the stuff for David and I'll send it to him.
Okay, just for
Gman
right
has
now.
lied so many times. How does anyone fall for his bullshit?
I don't know. Just send David the first episode of the saga, so he can just kind of sit and watch it and be entertained. And the stuff that is shown, I can send that to him. Whatever he needs, I'll send it.
Of course he does. Gman is a toddler that deletes what he doesn't like, much like a toddler sticking his fingers in his ears and closing high.
Yeah, did y'all hear his weird criteria for showing that he did something shady? Did y'all catch that? Because first he told me to show the receipts from his Cash App. It was like, why would I do that? You didn't use Cash App. And then well, no, I meant Cash App and PayPal. You didn't use Cash App.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Is someone watching us?
I'll start doing reaction videos to Gman's videos and maybe go crazy over them.
Maybe, Rickzilla. If you want to do it, just let me know and I'll share it so people know who you are and all that stuff. I don't mind sharing people's stuff.
As architect of our populace engagement campaign, I, Heidegger, head of public security, bid you welcome.
Gamble 4-0.
You should be flattered. Right now, you command the undivided attention of every citizen in Midgard.
What is this?
Dragma Silva Sure. Roll 2-2. Megalite Master lost 4-0 penny candies and now has 4-5-0 penny candies.
Target of the bomb issued by the terrorist group Avalon. Members of the group were observed entering the facility, and security is currently sweeping it for explosive devices. We now go live to the scene.
I'm here in the Sector 5 Undercity.
David thought I came off super angry for years. I ain't so bad now. Emoji happy tears.
The Emergency Operations Center has issued an evacuation advisory. Residents are outraged that the tragedy of Mako Reactor 1 was only the first attack in a campaign of violence.
President Shinra has issued a statement providing assurances that the terrorists will
David thought he came out super angry for years. Wow. Well, this is an improvement.
We will offer the finest.
The most Gman moments came when he told Shannon it was a benefit to the woman to have to marry her or rape her. You start showing him proof, he yells no, unbroadcast use, sulks, repeat. Hold smash. Gman smash.
Yeah, go Hogs. You noticed that when he would ask for proof, and I would start showing the screenshots and start explaining stuff, he start hiding me. It's really obvious that he doesn't want me to say something. Oh, Dragnet, you're using the power of persuasion. I'm sorry, I'm telling the fucking truth of what happened. My bad. What am I supposed to lie? I'm sorry, my bad. I was supposed to lie and tell people you weren't trying to take money. Now, was he trying to keep the money after he took it? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Dragnet, you're using the power of persuasion. No, I'm using the heart of the fucking cards. What do you like? I'm making a persuasive argument. Absolutely.
Thunderfoot's videos debunking misinformation on Part 19 are getting taken down by YouTube algorithms. Sad that the misinformation is correct. David told Gman that he does not let anyone speak. Gman does not know what the truth is.
What the fuck, man?
Dragon Silvas, you were using your mind pals.
Yeah, like when I tell y'all that these guys think that I have these magic fucking Jedi powers and shit, I'm not joking. They really do. Got these fucking magic Jedi powers, man.
You should start saying that you are using the heart of the cards. I do not understand. Sister Cherry told to stop, LOL.
Yeah, I'm using my mind powers.
Mind Crush, Drag Rope. Conjure up the Skull and Death Star plans. I double dare you.
David told G-Man he doesn't let anyone speak. That's true. And he doesn't.
Is there anything in particular that you've done toward G-Man wanting you dead? G-Man is a whiny little coward who doesn't like people who correct his logic, and he'll go in tirades and threaten everything under the sun to.
So, that's a good question, Lamore. Is there anything in particular that you've done to warrant G-Man wanting you dead? No. There's nothing that I've actually done to him on the internet or any other time
uses the heart of the cards to access the Chocobo database.
that would warrant that.
Drag
Like this.
all the powers that Vaughn wishes he had. Dragwood Silvas, why are people like Beckler part of Integrity Elite? Get it? It's because they have no integrity.
Yes, I get it. But no, it's none of that would warrant the death threat. It is G-Man feels insulted and he doesn't know how to modulate his disdain. And so he just sort of just accumulates anger to the point that he just lashes out like a child.
For calling him out.
You heard your man. Get these components prepped for the air buster ASAP.
It's ready, sir.
Component outbound.
Yeah, you see how he responds to people who aren't kissing his ass. So if David's like, you know what? Yeah, I see Dragmouse just kind of doing his own thing. Yeah, he says he's not a good person. Okay, so what? Right? He's kind of middle of the road there. Yeah, he's not agreeing with G-Man. He's not agreeing with me. But because he's not kissing G-Man's ass, G-Man has a problem with that. And that's why he can't just... That's why you don't hear him mention David Weiser when it's that he has that list of Christians that he can depend on.
Right now, he may be lurking.
Don't overdo it.
G-Man is not as much fun though as Emo.
Oh, Emo's a lot of fun.
Who was the last guy he kicked out? He was being reasonable with him, not David.
Now let's see what these bastards will.
G-Man is a man heavy with entitlement issues. He wants to physically hurt the geek room.
The last guy I stopped watching it after that. I was playing this. I don't know who he kicked out last.
G-Boy is definitely lurking in here.
I think somebody said Jeff Howard went in there.
Huh? Find something?
He wants to physically hurt the geek room? Well, Billy can be
I'm
infuriating.
unwilling to bet. The real reason he keeps banning me is because he sees even his new lackeys daunted by me being a fake Christian. Hooray. He's got them red eyes in his most recent shit show. G-Man wants to kill the geek room.
Yeah, what did the geek room do? The geek room
Dragwood
doesn't
says
have
what were those other
nearly...
Final Fantasy references you got that one guy to agree to sounding familiar? Sorry for being vague. Yeah, it was Jeff. Who be Jeff Howard?
Where was the other Final Fantasy references? Oh, the ancient Chocobo people. Yeah, that was in, I think, Art Norris's channel. I don't know if anybody still has that. I don't know if Art's channel's still around, but it was a guy named, I think, Israel Doctrine.
Jeff is old school gecko.
Hey, get over here.
I'm not sure if that, like, people remember it, but it's old. Like, Jill was the first person I got with that.
Looks like a few of its components are still in transit.
Atheist Jesus, hey Drag, love doing EA party. Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, I remember you.
And give ourselves an edge.
Hope you've enjoyed tonight's festivities.
If G-Man is in here, I just have one thing to say to him. Remember the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not kill, or are you a real Christian? Ha ha ha.
He kind of picks and chooses what commandments are important. Remember, he is God.
Think you can get it to work?
Needs a key card.
Try that key card.
Try that key card of yours.
G-Man likes to lie like the man-child he is.
Some sort of component.
Yep.
He is a man-child. He likes to lie. That's true.
Material.
Pretty sure I killed her versus you.
Shimmy is God. The hell he is.
Very good bit. Who are you bucking at? What are you doing?
Who be Jeff Howard? How old school? Dragma silver strap was laid and G-Man stepped right into it. Next operation already underway.
No idea who he's messing with.
So far, so good.
Right. Let's move.
Uh-oh. Operation Gel is a go. Physical
I
gel.
personally think it was fucked up he died. Bring up Hannibal and Monty. What are they not worth harming? Messiah complex. He can't be God. We all now Drag is the real God and the only God all things Drag doesn't say becomes real. Just kidding, it's Lemmy. Jeff has been here for as long as I have and I've been here a decade. Man is one of the few Christians who thinks because he's not perfect, he doesn't even attempt to stop sinning, just because all fall short. I have a feeling man has a joke. I almost wish there was a God because if there is a heaven there's no way G-Man is getting in.
Probably got a live feed.
All good points. All good
When
points.
G-Man says that atheists believe themselves to be gods, is he under the impression that atheists summoned their morals from nothing? Green Man, I am the Monster King. And lo, I say unto thee, smoke cigars, drink beer, and be happy.
So
Heist
Lamore,
1.5.
it's a little bit more simpler than that. So a lot of people say, you know what,
Ahoy.
my
Captain
moral.
Catloves is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt.
Oh my God.
Heist allowed to join. Hey Lemmy.
So most people get their morals just kind of imported with their upbringing, right? That the vast majority of
Heist
people.
all. Do you think man has a joke Drag?
But G-Man saying that, you know,
Godzilla
atheists
085
don't.
has joined the treasure hunt. Heist all.
Fucking treasure! I swear to God.
Bite me TJ has
Turn
joined the
this
treasure
shit
hunt.
off.
She is G-Man's God.
The Atheist Foundation
Do you
bullshit.
realize these
That's
last 8 videos in a row were about Drag?
it is. It's just if you don't have God as your starting point, then you don't have anything. That's all it is. There are plenty of ways to have a moral framework without a deity. Absolutely. There's there's courses on ethics, right? But he doesn't know anything about that. He's ignorant,
Do you know how to
uneducated.
tap
How to tap that butt?
Heist all.
Do you?
Ahoy. Panazabi
Do
has
you know how
joined
to
the
tap
treasure
that
hunt.
butt?
Hi Drag, I am a robot voice here to annoy the shit out of you. I'm almost as annoying as
Yay!
like man. Ahoy.
Yay!
Peter
I'm
Wink
about
has
to
joined
put
the
on.
treasure hunt.
Watch. I'm about to put on members only mode. About to pull a unit rock on you. There's too many trolls in the chat. Too many dissenting opinions. Stop. Stop it.
G-Man has no knowledge on life in general. Tap IT.
I don't think he knows what having a life is. I do. I just choose not to have one.
IT's not hurting. Newsflash, Gary Lamont Moore, if you take someone to court and lose you typically are responsible for paying for the other person's legal fees. Not my butt.
We've lost contact with B8. Send some men to check it out.
I like boobies.
His knowledge of like legal proceedings and shit
G-Man has no
really
knowledge.
bad. I know I fuck up laws and shit,
Man, just
man.
cows man chose man Jones from now on. A crew of pirates and raiders check their flintlocks and sharpen their cutlasses as they disembark for Blackheart Island. The poisonous fog sends half the crew to Davy Jones' locker. The rest escape with a handful of plunder and a tale of plenty. IT's not doing. Results, with 0825, 400, Dynacat loves, 2670, Find me TJ, 390, Peter Went, 2674. Shit, in Gary S channel I even get banned for playing nice. Dynacat loves, you have 22470 penny candies. I love when he seems so sure his next video is always the one that's going to own the evil APS.
Oh, he's always
G-Man
like
thinks he's
that.
hot shit, but he's just as stupid and insane as Shimmy and Red combined.
Yep. Absolutely. They're all made for each other. They're all made for each other.
Any cards?
Just the one.
2 choices. It's up to you, Cloud.
Man has a joke. Okay, this is the last one. His legal understanding is fascinating.
It is. It really is. Big bomber shells, AI programming. Let's see. Yeah, I like big bombs. Let's get rid.
About big bomber shells. You
Judges also would likely be pissed off at such a waste of their time and be very punitive.
Well, he thinks that you can go to court, like you can bring someone to court after he's in jail and being seen for his crime. Like he could just sort of bring it up and go, hey,
Fixation
there's this
on
guy out
David.
there that did something to
G-Man
me.
and Red might be her Adam and David. I think G-Man has a life. The life of being a YouTube channel drives him. His connection to reality is defined by his notoriety. Remember when everyone
Exactly.
called his job? Did he get fired for that? Shout out to John. The guy's smart and entertaining.
That's a good question, Atheist Jesus. The short answer is no. He actually didn't get fired. So there's a few ways that I found out that he was never fired.
Counsel, you're always going to have a hilariously fascinating legal understanding.
There's a few ways that I had already known, but I couldn't show my audience that I had known, like, because there are things that I can't talk about, obviously. So there's a video, and actually, if you watch the episode part 1 of the eviction saga, you'll see when somebody in his area is calling his job for an appliance, like his actual call, and he picks up the phone. During this time, he says that he's fired, and he got on earlier. And there's actually, we found a video of him setting up this lie in July. So he says that he's fired. He has people starting a fundraiser saying that he got fired, and then he gets called out. Right here, you've been lying to people. Then he goes live later on and says, "Oh,
penny candies and now has 26470 penny candies."
My God." So later he makes the video. Just go watch part 1. Go watch part 1 of the eviction saga, and you'll see me talk about all of it and lay it out. But no, he did get fired.
I think the most fascinating thing about G-Man is how limited his view of manhood is. To him, the only thing defining a man is your ability. We've got the atheist Jesus, see him on the interstate. We've got the atheist Jesus over well 9 millions every day. I was born in the darkness, you merely adopted it, you heard Bane's voice in your head.
The fuck?
It was bad enough for him when I won over Ronnie, and spoke and turned tail during his running away, and even Becker will acknowledge me as a CHR. Oh man, what HO. Hez as annoying as the robot voice you got going on. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing, Clockwork Rex. Bought enough but losing the new ones too, he hates it. Beep beep boop. I like text-to-speech, beep beep boop.
The robot voice is not what's
But do we
annoying.
know if he's paying his taxes? Working under the table for cash would seem to imply no.
Yeah, he gets paid on the table. He doesn't pay taxes. Because it's every year or so around tax season, I ask him if he's done his taxes. He's never answered me.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it. Molded by it. G-Man likes it. What is Beckles' main reasons for supporting a powder keg like G-Man? Anyone I can see the big weird man almost froze to death? Classic LOL.
I don't have definitive evidence at all that he pays taxes or doesn't pay taxes. Just based on his own testimony. Based on what he's already told us about his work life. Is he homeless? No, he's not homeless. Oh, him. So we're still looking for that video. We found the video where he talks about the dick flu. We do have the dick flu video.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Oh my God, really?
Has a young Ken combined with the financial game going on. Gotta finish editing this video we did with Objectively Den. See you, but sorry I see. Now Drags chat needs a pause button. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Why does G-Man film near the car?
Goddamn lie. Marco is the lifeblood of all those greedy bastards.
Barrett.
The people put me on.
1,000 gil says they cut this out.
There's a few different reasons why he films in different locations. One, he's actually trying to conceal where he lives now, because he didn't do that so well in the past. Two, there may be a bit of a issue.
He's not homeless, he just dates like he is. Emoji
yeah, he looks homeless.
Drag Silva, so someone could theoretically screw him over by reporting this to the IRS. Who knows why they support him, but they do break ranks sometimes, and I am one of the things they are now willing to break rank about. G-Man knows he can always go back to the attic. G-Man avoids the attic, wanting to settle down and get a job. Godzilla 0825, he goes outside when he feels he needs to be loud.
Yeah, you could report him to IRS, technically. I mean, but my thing has always been, I'm not going to impact his life. Like, I'll talk shit on the internet, whatever, criticize him, but even though technically he's more than likely doing stuff he's not
A
supposed to be
scrub of a guy who
doing,
thinks he has spine and is also known as a buster. How often did he move in last 2 years?
he's not really hurting anybody. You know what I mean? Now, if he was hurting somebody,
Why do that
then yeah.
G-Man? Can we report G-Man to the FBI and CIA? G-Man isn't obsessed with drag, he just likes to rant about him at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, that was weird. Somebody called me and told me what that was about, too.
Either they realize he has full of it, or I am more terrifying. Emoji face with stuck out tongue.
Yeah, just somebody did catch that. Y'all actually want to know what that 4 a.m. Hangout was about? God damn it.
Red shot sure with it, that's not obsession, I don't know what is.
Oh.
What was it? I was sleeping.
Shut up. Okay. So, okay, let me pause this. Alright. So, I had mentioned...
Dragma Silvis, I can respect it up. I was just thinking because he claimed his former employer was willing to testify that atheists cuss. You pulled the trigger of my love gun. I wanted to hear the robot say it. I don't think Gman can get a job. He's too mannequin to my knowledge. I don't think he's ever seen anyone or taken anything for his mania. It's his ninja way.
Okay, thank you for the song lyrics. Alright, so a few days ago, I had mentioned that there's a couple of people who are new to my channel, and there's actually quite a few people who are new to my channel, technically. One of them is a veteran. One of them heard some of the threats that G-Man was making towards me, just like the one he made towards me tonight. Now, G-Man doesn't understand the type of bond that exists between people.
G-Man might be unable to function in society.
I agree. And he doesn't actually form real bonds with people. He forms alliances based on self-serving purposes, right? So he can't understand kind of what a camaraderie is among service members. When one service member hears another service member being threatened by some idiot, that doesn't bode well, right? That incites anger. And so this person was actually making plans to go whoop G-Man's ass. Like, and I'm not joking about that. Like, this was a real thing, and I had to talk to this person and say, look, I got it, I understand, it's not a credible threat, he just says shit like that, I appreciate it, but don't do that. Because they were getting a friend, and he had this friend listen to G-Man make these threats too. And this friend was going to go with them and handle G-Man. And I told G-Man, I was like, you need to calm down with the shit that you say to people, especially to me and my wife and my kid, because you don't know who's listening to you. And he thinks that he's untouchable for some reason, and he's not. He's actually not at all. And so what he was responding to was that he's not scared of any soldiers. He doesn't care if they did train for war and yada yada yada. He'll do this and he'll do that.
He was trying to protect you from those UTI hands.
Yeah, those UTI hands.
Maybe
but
G-Man
yeah,
wants to get his head kicked in.
He was yeah, but it's the fact that I was drawing that line.
I doubt he has anyone he considers an actual friend.
Now, probably the closest thing would be Ken Jones, but Ken Jones is more like a handler than a friend. Like, from what I know about their relationship. Like, I believe they are friendly, but I don't think that G-Man can empathize with people. I don't think that he can, honestly. And maybe I don't understand enough because I've been dealing with him for about 10 years, and I've met him once for a whole day, and there's something missing from him that most people have. I can't tell you what that is, but there's something that's not there. Whatever that is that we inherently recognize, and as, okay, this is one of our clan, this is one of our species, that doesn't exist within G-Man at all, whatsoever. There's nothing. And it doesn't matter how nice you treat him, it doesn't matter how patient you are, it's simply lacking in him. So, I don't know what to say. That's the way that I felt.
So,
I can't speak for the other people. What's going on? Hey, what's
Or
going
if
on,
you say something about the
everybody?
sister of ex-military and they get real pissed knowing it as a huge issue, ULL get your ass beat furdoy. Traveling across state lines to kill someone would be a textbook example of premeditated first-degree murder. Same
Yeah,
Colton.
yeah. No, he was, what I was talking
I am
about was like
also
he was
trapped.
going to catch an ass
US
whooping.
Navy 8892 Operation Desert Storm.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, no, I served in the NTC from 2010, 2014. That's all. But, yeah, like some of the stuff, Mike, that you heard today, some other veterans, some Marines overheard him because he's made threats like that towards me and my family. For some reason, G-Man thinks it's cool to threaten my kid and my wife too. But they're not credible as far as I know, and I've already told him publicly and privately that he needs to stop that. But you're not going to hear these
I think that part of
Christians
his brain is
to
damaged.
tell him to stop.
CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, is a brain condition associated with repeated blows T. Hello MR Silvis, hope your Saturday has been great.
Oh, it's been fun. I got some lobster bisque and I got some steak. I'm probably not going to order the bone-in New York strip anymore. That was, it was 20 ounces, but most of that was a lot of fat, very fatty. I didn't enjoy that much. But yeah, no, been playing Final Fantasy, been able to talk to some of you guys and do some other stuff. I'll spend some time with the wife here in a minute, actually, because it's getting kind of late.
Drag could I get cliff notes on the thread?
Yeah. So G-Man.
My brother
Yeah,
was a
Lobster
mechanic in
Bisque,
PA
yes.
during Iraqi freedom.
So G-Man had an open hangout. I came in. He wanted to ask me about my statement that I think that he was trying to grift another Christian. And throughout the course of me being very patient, trying to show him what was happening, he just ends up booting me because he got frustrated. And other people came in the hangout and pretty much gave him his ass, made fun of him, trolled him, whatever. And so after he booted them, he said he wanted to take an assault rifle. He said he wanted to take an assault rifle.
Gonna cash him outside over the infertility comments.
Yeah,
Even some of his
and
old army buddies live close to Gary. I survived the years of the Great Disco Wars. I saw things, horrible things. It was an open hangout. I never saw him post the link.
he did post a link. He posted it. Yeah, he said he wanted to take an assault rifle and blow my head off.
Man says he doesn't care about a soldier's training. He says that shit now, but he'll care a lot the day he manages to come face to one that.
What's my end game considering G-Man? Eventually, my YouTube channel is going to cease to be a thing. I'm just sort of doing this in the interim while I, finish my education. And somebody else will pick up, and where I let maybe Black Guy TV will be the guy reviewing. Maybe Geek Room will just be it, whatever. But that's it. I'm simply interacting with him for the time being. I don't intend on making him a permanent fixture the rest of my life at all. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy having a little extra change for lobster bisque and chatting with y'all, having fun, but this shit's way too toxic, and he's unstable. And the people that enable him are way too toxic and unstable as well. So, and I don't want them to be part of my life. I'm just going to be honest with you. There would be no real reason for me to talk to Sister Cherry or Beckel or Spoken or any of them. I honestly think they're less than me. And as people, I honestly do think
I will
that.
take up the mantle of the dragon. I will make you proud, my lord.
And I don't say that lightly. I think that you have to be a broken person. There has to be something wrong with you in order to be complicit in some of the things that G-Man says and does.
They weren't
I honestly
teaching
do.
about those comments either, and one of his buddies is a complete psychopath and got bounced out for it.
Because you think about it, like G-Man has been threatening me and my family for years. Have you ever heard them say anything about that? No. I've yet to actually hear them speak out against that. And it's cool. Well, people say crazy shit to G-Man, and I've said that, hey, there should be a limit. And I've actually spoken out against that. There was an incident where people were leaving comments and reviews on his job.
As a beagle for G-Man, you really are less than a lot of people.
There are people leaving comments and stuff, and there's still a video on my channel where I'm speaking out against that. So it doesn't really matter.
I need more Class A to process this nonsense.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, what's done to me. I'm going to have my hard limits. It doesn't matter whether, people to my left or right say something, right? But I expect them to have integrity. Sister Cherry, Veckel, Spoken, these guys don't have integrity.
Ruxilla 0825, holy shit, you're right. Ronnie has started saying that it is not cool to go after MRSD or Little Drag.
Ronnie started saying that he's not cool. Well, has Ronnie been live saying that? Maybe I missed it. If Ronnie's just now saying that, Ronnie has been around as long as G-Man, and he's been keeping his mouth shut. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I didn't know nothing about that. But then when G-Man mentioned it later, you know that it's weird what True does not see.
But absolutely hates you because you don't. Do any of his enablers have formal education? Not saying not going to college makes one dumb, but his circle of supporters is a couple brain.
They're not. None of them are very well educated at all.
Opinion. He has said it a few times recently.
I think the most educated one's probably Spoken. I think Spoken actually does have some formal education. Outside of that, no. I think I want to say Veckel may be trained in filmmaking or some shit like that, or photography or whatever, but not that I'm aware. You finished with a start. All right. Well, some pretty big shoes to fill then, huh? But yeah, they're actually not. They're not big on formal education. If you actually listen to some of them talk, they have a disdain. They have a disdain for it.
What could we have done better?
Look at it was an odd person.
Damn it, let me do that. There we go.
Look at it is a dick. But Ronnie might just be finally addressing it because I've been on him about holding Gary accountable for threats to women and...
Hold on. Yeah, I think that the fact that you had to kind of coerce True to say something tells me a lot about him.
That's one.
Let's see if that fixes it. Alright.
I will call myself Dragmukbeyond. I will take to the YouTube streets and bring justice to the LOL's cows. By the way, pre-apprentice school, in reference to another stream you did, is part of the trade system. It goes apprentice, journeyman, and then Moz.
Oh, okay, so pre-apprentice is a thing. Okay, I'm not sure about trade stuff. That's not my area. So thank you.
Are you making things worse?
Am I making things worse? You can make an argument for that. You could also make an argument for the fact that he focuses on me and not other people who are possibly more vulnerable. Depends what you define as worse. Because he's always going to have... Even when I ignore him, he's still going to target people. So, I mean... I think there's a point, right?
I think there is something wrong with me for dealing with Gman. I was saddened that skipping the rest. Your text-to-speech sounded like Vaush explaining something to someone when he has a gotcha moment. I still can't believe Gman said that a lie is worse than child molestation. G-Man is an awful person and grifter. Drag is doing good work. Education can't be the entire explanation. All I've got is high school. I wasn't anything but an average student, probably below average. Boo. The only two members of the Justice League without superpowers are Batman, Green Arrow. I will be known as the Drag Knight and carry on to fight against on the behemoth known as Shani for skipping the rest. That's my assumption at least. I know it's part of the trade system. If he did actually get the training, it was pretty stupid to not utilize. Who is more dangerous for society? G-Man or a particular guy who lives in a closet? Hey David, in the morning I am sending you the videos on Faithful in the morning.
Just imagining their faces when they find.
I'm pretty sure G-Man's more dangerous.
Sabella Shepherd Cool.
Well, David, I don't know what to tell you, man. You can try to reach out and do the bleeding heart thing with G-Man, but you've been around just as long as anyone else, and you know exactly what happens when you try to tell him anything other than
Imagine
you're
Drag was
right, you're a
identified as a
Christian.
woman. Now, is Drag making it worse? People like Vaughn and G-Man should have been isolated, but it's too late now. You're damned if you do show them attention and don't if you don't. Drag,
Yeah,
will
no.
you be taking any formal action? Being threatened with firearms isn't something you just wave away.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I
Agree
can't
with the gripper.
I can't say exactly, but there are certain things put into place that if G-Man does decide he
I
wants
think
to
G-Man
move,
is the type of person who you'll read about in the news when he does something dramatic and I won't be laughing anymore.
yeah,
Shouldn't man go to physical jail?
there are things put into place to make sure that if he decides he wants to make a move, that it is very swift action and that he will regret for the rest of his life.
Did you see that he blocked me when he saw me talking to one Ness about making peace with Gary? David.
I don't dance.
Now I think I am done. G-Man cannot be reasoned with.
David, you knew that
The
before
guy
you
in the
even went in that
closet is
hangout.
more dangerous.
David, come on,
G-Man
don't
vents
let.
his anger and is unlikely to go through with skipping the rest. You're
Yeah, I
just
don't
now
think he
seeing
will.
that David Anthony A. Jones and his president got people feeling Rambo inside. Stop it.
Like, there's David. You've been around. You've seen him act like this for years, David. Come on, man. Like I get it that you got an obligation as a Christian and do the Christian thing, and I got all that stuff. But you can't
David,
honestly
a blind
tell
man
me
could see Gary can't be reasoned with.
you can't
David
tell me
Anthony,
that you
do this
did not
every
know
man.
that that's how he behaves already.
G-Man cannot be bargained with.
That's exactly. You
It
can't
is ridiculous to
do
think
that.
G-Man represents their faith in any positive way.
No, I don't. So I'm not one to say what does and does not qualify as being a Christian. Like I can't. That's not really my place. But I can tell you that people who
Will
genuinely
G-Man
try to
ever
stick
admit
to
he's wrong
values,
about Vaughn?
it shows in their
Seems like
behavior.
even if Vaughn were to be shown to be a pedo, he'd still insist the trolls were out for
Yeah,
and whatnot. I
and
thought he
everything and
could
whatnot.
be reasoned with two other Christians if I avoided certain subjects.
No, that's not like I get what you're
I
getting
don't
at,
understand
but
how any Christians take him seriously.
the
Man has the
issue.
mentality of a WWE wrestler. You can talk all you want, but in the end it all skipping the rest. G-Man is the Baba Yaga. G-Man
Baba
cannot
Yaga.
be bargained with. He can't be reasoned with. And he will not stop. That's what he did with Matt Bell. If G-Man is such an issue where he needs handlers, enablers, people who make sure he doesn't get into trouble, then he is too much of a lib. G-Man has mad crush on Dragnort. I don't either, Becky.
Ew. Disgusted.
For laughing, we are all going to jail.
Physical Joe.
Dang. I can see Drag just letting the chat talk to itself.
Yeah, I'm just letting it go. If you want my attention, tag me.
I am going to bed night.
Later.
I love how he assumes atheists on YouTube exist solely to try and deconvert people. Skipping the rest.
But he's
G-Man
delusional.
has the same mentality of a child who throws a temper tantrum whenever he doesn't get that special toy from Walmart.
Yep,
It's late.
that's exactly it.
Good
That
night,
is, you were
Sabella
right.
Shepherd. Night, Sabella Shepherd. Sabella
You are
Shepherd,
right.
seriously? He really is a moral monster. Later, Sabella, emoji sign of the horns.
Well, he can block y'all from chat, but he can't block from hearing y'all's comments, so, haha. Part of the reason I have this on. Can't block the
Laughing
music.
with Zilla 0825.
Can't stop the beat, can't stop. Can't stop the beat, can't stop. Do, 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 do. Everybody.
Good night, Sabella Shepherd. That clever G-Man, he has me figured out. How did he know I wanted to deconvert all the Christians? G-Man is a bully.
Yeah, he just comes up with these conspiracies to kind of fuel the malicious
When he
shit that he
said that
does.
people in ancient times all over the world had the gospel preached to them before they died. I thought, oh my god, he is S. G-Man's attic smells like Shimmy walking to the kitchen. Good night, Sweat Prince. G-Man is a lowly politician, a populist. If he doesn't have an enemy to proselytize against, then he doesn't have content or follows.
You'll pay for this.
I almost wish I could buy his quote-unquote friendship just to see what I could get him to say about Shimmy and Red. G-Man reminds me of all a 1-2-year-old brat on DeviantArt. Has man ever showed any proof evidence he had since 2018?
No, he's showing evidence for shit.
He would rather go after Matt Dillahunty than helping homeless with his platform. Werewolf King, it has to have that air freshener.
Really?
Evidence. I like how this voice reads numbers 80706421. G-Man is equivalent to a 1-2-year-old squeaker that's in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. He said he used to be obsessed with Matt, then he said he is going to make a documentary about him. He's creepily obsessed with Dillahunty. 8675309. G-Man will threaten everything under the 9 suns to make it all go away. All Matt did was argue well, and now he has an enemy for life. Poor guy.
No, it really... Matt could have argued like shit. Matt could have offered shitty arguments. The fact that Matt has a bigger audience, that's what he's after. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing at all. If you actually ask G-Man, like, what are some of Matt's other arguments, he can't actually tell you. He can tell you what he said about slavery and the conversation him and Matt had on Atheist Experience. He doesn't actually know the extent of Matt's, debating prowess at all. Have you ever noticed that? He can't actually tell you any of Matt's positions in, like, philosophy. It has nothing to do with that. That's why he targets Matt, Arn, and others, because of the platform they have.
We should think it through before we make a decision.
He just wants attention and
Remember
exposure.
when Man was supposed to make a documentary about the Dragoons? It was going to be so good that it would have shut up Drag.
Oh yeah.
G-Man is the type of person who believes the Red Room is legit.
Metaphors are hard. Alright, let me see. There we go.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. There they are,
Do you?
all sitting in a row.
Oh. Got to look at them coconuts.
He doesn't know how to use air quotes.
Right.
He just kind of keeps doing them
Analogies are
because
tough too.
he's seen them.
Damn, doing a shiny gaming marathon. Someone should tell Gman about the dark web.
Yeah, he'll ask one of his Christian brothers and they'll give him a shitty explanation and he'll just roll with that. He doesn't actually need any evidence for anything. It's just,
Dragnet
well.
Silvis Iconin on behalf of Viper. Viper will turn in the footage of Man's stream to a channel of their choosing. Whether that Man is the dark web. Barrett make the robots' bombs sound worse than they are. Just be quick with any healing spells. G-Man has a plan. It is not a very good plan, but it works for him. That is racist. LOL. It's crazy that she was able to play Grand Theft Auto for 10 hours straight.
It's not when you don't need to actually worry about watching your kids.
G-Man is the type of person who would threaten to put Drag in the red room. The world of the day is copacetic. Drag, I have an image of Man checking to see if his weapon is loaded and blowing his own toes off.
I'll pass on that.
I fell asleep. This is too late for me.
Yeah,
I wonder how the kids have developed since thinking peeing in their room was acceptable. Leave Shani alone, she's a 250-pound human being. She's just trying to not skipping the rest. Have a good evening, morning. Morning, Miffits. I can't see the two Agrippa. Well, I'm out again, later. I might check back in a bit. I only watch for about 10 minutes or so and then come back once in a while. I believe Shani deserves karmic justice for a number of offenses. Any publicity is good publicity, I guess, so being a whiny bitch is G-Man's way of getting his message out.
Yes.
G-Man threatening Drag is a tell that Dragnet is getting to him.
Yep.
Big time. She's bigger than Butterbean, and he was over 300. Just saying.
Butterbean was a big boy. Is he still alive? I don't know if he's still alive. I have to plug in this iPad.
Man's finally voiced his innermost secret desires, eh? Luckily those kids probably won't become obese since Shani eats almost all the food in the house. Delicious.
Yell at Ron for that. Yell at Ron.
All Shani wants is love. Without having to do anything to earn just love her, okay? No matter how racist and thoughtless and venomous. G-Man worships Shani like a goddess. Next up on 600 Pound Life, Shani. I want Shani to answer one question. Would she want her son's girlfriend to treat him the way she treats Rev? G-Man worships Shani the same way some people worship cows. Dragnet Silvis, would you rather eat something cooked by Shani and Rev, like that mac and cheese, or from Cobes? I still weep over the dusty. Shani wants people to pity her and kiss her ass.
Would I rather eat something cooked by Shani and Rev mac and cheese? What? No, ew. I'd rather starve to death. I've seen them cook. No, thank you.
I can just see it on 600-pound live Shani. I have my slave here wash my ass. Sorry, not slave boyfriend hubby. Not thought truffles. Red shot Sherwood, you're wrong for that. Cobes fucked up that steak bad.
Fucked up the steak? No, that's an understatement. Hmm? That's a TV show.
Remember that scene in Dark Knight where the Joker snaps the pool cue in two for the three men to fight over? I want to do that with the star. That steak was a fucking crime. Red Shot Sherwood makes me think of the Drawn Together episode where Tooth was a sacred cow. Drag, we're both a good couple weeks from starving to death.
Yeah, yeah. What the fuck? Okay, would you rather eat something cooked? Okay, I see the comment now. Would I rather eat something cooked from Shane and Rev or Cobes?
No, the question was, you rather eat something cooked by Shani and Rev or
I'm reading
Cobes?
it now.
I lost it at the treatment of the steak. Fat
That's a good question. That's a good question. Because neither one of them are very hygienic. That's my biggest thing. Because I can eat food that doesn't taste that great, but like the hygiene issue is big. Because Shandy doesn't wash her own ass, and Cove doesn't look like he washes out any of the stuff that he uses. So that's actually a tough one. That's a tough one. I would probably have to go with Coves. At least
I'd rather eat meal replacements from Chris Chan.
Okay, fair enough.
I
would probably go Coves.
Video with the laugh track every time Shani says she just wants to be loved. I'd rather eat something made from Cobes instead of Shani and Rev. So long as Cobes is food.
Well, he puts everything in shit. I mean, he's just gonna add everything into shit. So, all right, you ready to go to bed? Okay, you gonna put up your stuff? What's your TV back? I thought you were ready to go to bed. I'm not giving it to you. I'm about to go to bed. I'm shutting everything down. You staying out here? What you with the TV for? Roll your eyes at me.
I would rather Shani change her mind and order DoorDash.
Yeah, I'd rather DoorDash too. I mean, she's banned from Uber Eats, so she has too many choices. Did Weiser go to bed? There was
steak cooked in hamburger grease, yummy ugh.
Yeah.
He'd add Doritos. Drag nuts being the man of the house.
I only watch for about 10 minutes or so, then I come back once in a while. Okay, I guess David got better shit to watch. All right. Fair enough, Mike. Fair enough.
How do you get banned from Uber?
I don't know how you get banned from Uber Eats. I don't know, but it's Shani. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with abuse of food or something. If I had to guess. She had mentioned it. She at first said that the Gman had hacked into her account and was fucking up something, and that's why she was like, bitch, shut up. Like, that's not what happened. Stop.
I trust Cobes cooking over Shani's anything. Abusive driver. Have you met Shani? It's a wonder she hasn't been banned from the planet. Who wears the pants in your house? Shani didn't pay Uber, I think. Maybe Red could hire Cobes to be Shani's personal chef. I bet she tried to eat the Uber driver. That's how she got banned. I'm assuming she had too many complaints of missing feet which would come across as fraudulent. A proper house is one where no one wears pants. A full 666 is a yeah.
She's trying to eat the
Can't say
no, I've not met Shaddy. I have no intention of ever meeting Shaddy. Who wears the pants in the house? Me. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, it's like too many fraudulent fucking things. But that's what I think. I hardly even use that feature. Even when I get fucked up stuff, I was like, whatever.
She'll probably eat her kids, then red.
No. Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
MRSD wears jorts like a good rocker does.
We'll see. Alright.
She's Pizza the Hut. Drag wears the pants cause most of the time he isn't wearing the shirt.
Well, I'm not wearing pants right now technically. You can't see because my waist is down here.
Who wears pants when home?
I don't, see? Actually, my dick was out.
When puts on her heroin junkie years Courtney Love makeup, you wouldn't be interested in meeting her?
For what? I've seen a hippo in makeup before. I've seen elephants with makeup. Well, that's not nothing new. All right.
Never assume pants.
Assume pants. All right.
Next time, eat the Taco Bell on camera. Put the shit away, draft.
Because of what? Because of what? Stuff and things. All right.
Night, folks.
About to head out. Go ahead and get us hangout next because he'll probably take it down. All right. Who are you fighting? You want to say everybody bye?
Oh my God, she is Pizza the Hut. If you were to lock her in her car, she would start to eat herself after 5 minutes. I've seen fat man children in makeup. Stay safe, all.
Alright.
With the Baja Blast. Night.